What's up, guys? We are back for another MLB video here. We're going to go over the picks for April 11th. I'm going to go over all these games. Lots of them, we could have potentially three, maybe even more games rained out here, but I'll go over them. I'll try to go over them as quickly as possible, get you guys in and out of here. For those who are watching this, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, like this video. If you guys like this content, want more stats and picks and stuff like that. Now, if I'm going over every game, it doesn't mean I like all the games. Honestly, I wouldn't bet every single game or every single pick I give out. There's only some that I actually really like. So in the future, I might focus on doing that a little differently. But let's get started. We're going to go to the first game, Mets and Braves. This one was postponed from yesterday. Look, yesterday I leaned Mets plus the 1.5. I could see there's still some weather issues in Atlanta, looks like. I'm still going to take the Mets plus the 1.5. I could see this one getting potentially a lot of runs again. So I kind of lean to the over. I'm not really going to get too crazy into that one. Next, we go the Twins and at Detroit Tigers. And again, this one has weather issues. We're seeing 55-degree temperatures with a 98% precipitation rate. So this could get rained out. I see Tariq Skubal, his strikeout line set at 6.5. Right now, the Minnesota is striking out in the top 10, top 5. They have like a 25% K rate as a team right now, so they are striking out quite a bit. Tariq Skubal, if you go back to last season, 9 of his last 10 starts, he's had 7 strikeouts or more. In his last start versus Oakland, he had 9 strikeouts. In the start before that, at the Chicago White Sox, he only had 6. So I think you could see some strikeouts. This game, if it doesn't get rained out, could potentially be at one of those close games that the Twins and the Tigers play, where you see like a 3-2, 4-3 type game. So I don't really have a ton. I think honestly, this game doesn't excite me a lot. I'm with the potential of a rainout. I don't want to waste too much time on it. So we have a possible rainout in this game here. Next, we're going to the Brewers and the Reds. Brewers, Reds. We're seeing Freddie Peralta and Nick Martinez. Look, I took the Reds yesterday and it was a bad move. I said how the game was possibly going to get rained out, and if it got rained out, I didn't like the Reds as much because I don't like playing games. I don't like taking a pick when there's going to be a rain delay because it kind of switches how the game gets played. But we've seen Christian Yelich hit a home run again. He's been so hot versus right-handed pitching. I mentioned it in my home run prop videos. But we've seen the Brewers win yesterday, 7-2. Freddie Peralta in this one. The Brewers now have an 8-3 record. They've won 8 of the last 10 meetings, and we've seen 3-7 to the under in these meetings. Yesterday, we've seen a slight, depending on where you got your line, you might have got the over, you might have pushed. So far, we've seen 10-8 for the Reds, 9-5 for the Brewers, and 7-2. So this is the last game of the series. Freddie Peralta, he got the win in his last start. He went 5 2/3 innings with 7 strikeouts, no home runs given up. That win before that, he got the win as well. He did give up a home run, but only 1 earned run. So he's not in bad form. He's got 15 strikeouts in 11 2/3 innings. It's like what you like to see. Nick Martinez, I honestly could see the Brewers getting to Nick Martinez. Again, another righty. Christian Yelich, Willie Adames, all those guys, they can hit righties in a hitter-friendly environment in Cincinnati with potentially some humidity. Like this one could get rained out as well, or we could see a rain delay here. There's lots of issues with precipitation and stuff. So I'm going to take the Brewers here. Brewers again to get it done. I think they could get to Nick Martinez if this game does go, but I will take the Brewers on the money line. All right, next game. Astros at Royals. We're seeing the last game of the series. The Royals absolutely spanked the Astros yesterday. I was on the Royals again. I took them at +1.5 just to be safe. I thought that was going to be a little different game, but Vinny Pasquantino absolutely dominated. He really opened that game up. And man, now so they brought, I think it was Getty. They brought from AAA. They brought him up and they pushed Hunter Brown, who was supposed to start yesterday, to start today. So now you got Hunter Brown going versus Brady Singer. This one we shouldn't have to worry about rainouts in this one. As far as weather goes, in Kansas City, we're seeing 60 temperatures, heavy wind blowing all the way across to the right, so in and across the field, basically at 20 to 25 mile an hour winds. So that could be an issue as far as pitcher control, balls flying out of the park that could, like foul balls that could be potentially could be fair balls. Last game, like I said, we've seen 11-2. I mentioned yesterday in the last two videos that Kansas City seems to own this matchup. They've now won 5 in a row going back to last season, but this game here, Hunter Brown, I said it yesterday. I don't really have a lot for this guy. He's started the season kind of so. He's got 8 strikeouts, 5 earned runs in 7 innings. Brady Singer, he got that 2-1 win versus the White Sox his last outing, pitched 6 1/3 innings. He did give up a home run, and he only had 4 strikeouts, which is kind of concerning. I think if the Astros are going to get one, it's probably going to be this game. Maybe they hop out of their funk. We're seeing the total set at 9, and I think potentially that could be for good reason. The Astros, I think they're at -135. Look, I don't love this game. I really don't. I would rather take Kansas City. I think they're just the more dominant team right now, but this Astros lineup can open up at any time. So obviously with the Astros being a heavy public team, you're going to get the Astros favored pretty much all the time. But I don't know. I think just keep riding Kansas City money line. Look, you can take them plus the 1.5 because you probably get the same juice as laying the Astros money line, but I just don't think that the Astros deserve to even be favored right now. They're not really hitting the greatest. They have a 4-9 record to start the season. Hunter Brown has a whip over 2.57. Brady Singer's been really great. He's got an ERA below 1. His whip is like 0.6. So Kansas City's actually got quite a few decent pitchers this year. Their bats can wake up at any time, like I said. And they're on a win streak. They won, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games in a row now. Their last loss was at Baltimore, and it was a 1-run loss. And then they lost by 2 runs. So they're like the hottest team in baseball right now. So Kansas City, money line. But honestly, I think as to be a safe bet, you could take the Royals plus the 1.5 runs as a safe play. For me, that seems like a good safe play. Okay, next game we're going Oakland Athletics, Texas Rangers. This one obviously being played in a dome, so we don't have to worry about any weather or rainout issues there. JP Sears, the lefty, going against John Gray here. This one, I kind of worry about JP Sears. I could see the Rangers getting to the lefty here. Yesterday we seen, look, I don't like the juice on this play, but I would probably use it maybe as a parlay piece. The Rangers, we're seeing heavy simulation model value on this one. Obviously, their implied probability here goes to around -190, is like 67% or so of the is implied win probability. A lot of these computer models are showing around 80%. I see one at 74. I see this one has 79. This other one has 84%. So a lot of the computer models are leaning heavily to a pretty big Texas win. We've seen them win 6-2 yesterday, covering that run line. Oakland's put together a few wins here and there. They had 3 straight, going into yesterday's loss. going into yesterday's game that they lost, but it's JP Sears that concerns me in this one. So, I mean, take the Rangers. You could lay the run line. As for the video, I'm going to take the Rangers minus the 1.5 runs. I just think they could get this at JP Sears and pretty much clear this game out. They could win this one by 6 runs. Wouldn't surprise me. All right, next, the start of this series. This is going to be a weekend series, but this Pirates Phillies game will be kicking off here tonight. Again, I'm seeing heavy precipitation probabilities going into the night. It even gets worse by the looks of it. Temperatures in the mid 60s, humidity, heavy winds, 10 to 15 mile an hour winds, which is why I think you're seeing the total at 9 for a reason. Again, this game could potentially get rained out. I'm seeing a lot of my screen. I have a lot of different paid services that I use as far as getting data from. This one is showing a possible rain out, but it's showing a 20% home run boost in hitting because of the humidity, because of the pressure in the air, the wind blowing, and the wind blowing out to left center field. Much of the Pirates struggles. I mean, they're started hot. They're 9-3 to start the season. Much of their struggles is just right now is just closing out games. Like if we seen it the last game, Rowdy Tellez had to pipe up when he was getting interviewed. I think it was Bednar that was getting interviewed after he blew the save for the Pirates there, and they were kind of harping on him a little bit. And Rowdy Tellez had to come in and like, look, it's all right. Give our guys a break, like this happens kind of thing. We're doing good. We started the season off 9-3. They're actually doing all right. It's just if they close the games out, they'll do even better, right? So then you got the Phillies who are 6-6 on the season. They were so in that Cardinals series. I mean, I slightly lean to the Phillies in this one. I could see this one getting rained out. Honestly, I want to take the over. But in a rainout game, if there's a delay, that's what concerns me. So the Pirates are off that 5-3 loss, whereas the Phillies have put up 9 runs over the last 3 games, 16 runs over the last 5 games. On a value play alone, I think, man, so far the Pirates are 6-1 on the road. The Phillies 2-4 at home to start the season. You're seeing Jared Jones going. Ranger Suarez has been good to start the season. As far as head-to-head meetings, these Phillies have won 6 of the last 10. We're seeing 5-5 to the over. Jared Jones, 2 starts this season. He's got 17 strikeouts in 11 2/3 innings. So that is definitely something you is really good. He had 7 strikeouts his last game and then 10 the game before that. His strikeout line is set to 5.5, heavily juiced. Right now, Philly's batting as far as K rate is about middle, a little bit worse than middle of the pack. They're striking out about at a 24% rate right now. I don't know. I think the Pirates could keep this one close. As far as I can't lay the run line with the Phillies on this one. I don't even know if I want to take the Phillies really. I think taking the Pirates money line is strictly a decent value play. Honestly, I don't love this slate a lot. Just like I said, due to the weather issues, a lot of unknowns with if games are going to continue. But I'm just going to go Pirates money line value plays alone. I wouldn't mind if taking the +1.5 instead of laying. You'd probably get the same juice, maybe even a little bit better juice than taking the Phillies as -145 money line. Not my favorite game, honestly, right now with the limited data as far as what the weather might do. Next game the last game going Orioles, Red Sox, Grayson Rodriguez going against Whitlock here. Look, we've seen Jackson Holiday get called up. he got an RBI. He didn't hit a home run like everybody was hoping for, but he still got an RBI. It was kind of a ground out RBI, so he grounded into a force out, really, but nonetheless, he did get an RBI. I think Grayson Rodriguez could potentially go deep into this game. Baltimore as a slight favorite. I think, look, the Red Sox lost Trevor Story. You've seen him in an interview where he was really emotional about having that injury and being out. It's really hard for the Red Sox now. We've seen them lose 7-1 and 7-5 yesterday. I don't think it gets any easier. I think you can take Orioles as a slight favorite or close to a pick 'em. I think you could see Grayson Rodriguez go deep into this game potentially. He's went over his strikeout line the first two starts of the season. He had 9, he had 7. Boston's strikeout is in the top 10, is over 25% basically on the season. So I think you take the Orioles money line, and that's it. This slate in general is not my favorite. I think Brewers and the Orioles are probably my 2 solid plays for the day. But other than that, don't forget, drop your guys' plays in the comments below. Drop your picks in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you made it this far into the video, we're just crossing the 16.5 minute mark. Drop some 16s in the comments if you guys have actually made it this far. If you do, I appreciate you. I will see you guys in the next video. The next one, we will have a full slate. Friday games. We got a good weekend coming up. So stay tuned, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.